I'm wondering what you guys think of the future of all this with AI coming online now. With you do a Google search and there's a summary of something. Might be a summary of something you wrote, Sam.
That's a huge part of it.
And it's like it might be not a lot of people are scrolling down anymore to click those links in those articles or to see what you guys are writing. So what do you guys think the future of this kind of content creation as we move more towards an AI-centered world, a video-centered world? What do you guys think about that?
I can speak on this quite a bit because I used to, when I was working at Full 30, I used to supplement my income specifically by going to companies and writing SEO-centric blog posts. So I would go to a company like Hardhead Veterans, and I would write like a master guide to night vision mounts that was like 5,000-6,000 words and had like a big table and like how to like pick this.
Images, graphics,
right,
all that stuff.
And I would write that, and it probably 2 days of work, I'd make $500 for that, and I could do 4 or 5 of those a month without taxing myself too heavily away from my normal job. Yeah. That entire category of work for freelance and ghostwriters no longer exists. The companies that are looking for that kind of stuff are literally just putting prompts into AI and then regurgitating that onto their website as close enough content.
Yeah.
It meets the user
for free for them, rather than shelling out $500 or $1,000.
Right,
or
it's
maybe
whatever ChatGPT costs them to use, if it costs anything. So it's come down to just going to publications where maybe you make $150, maybe you make $200 for an article that you spend 2 days on working, and then that's if the editor is like, okay, yeah, this is good enough to publish, let's get it out. So there's a chance that you might submit that and they're like, hey, this is garbage, and they kick it back to you and say what you need to fix, and then you got to spend another day working on it. That's possible. So you end up spending 4 days on a $200 article. That's not. I've never had that happen to me, but I'm sure it can happen. But it's not as economical as like just having a full-time job where I write YouTube scripts and we produce content for YouTube or just independently publishing work on Amazon and seeing where that can take you. It's fallen off a lot, I'd say. But there's still a couple of good places out there to do gun writing, and there's a lot of stand-up people in those places. Eric from Pew Pew Tactical, he's a great dude to work for. I think it's I can't remember her name. It's something with a J. I can't remember this. It's the lead editor there at Pew Pew Tactical. I cannot remember her name to save my life right now, but she's a great person. Luke, who is both at T-Tag and TFB, he's a great dude as well. So, there's tons of great people that are very creative and they want that creativity to come through. But then we come back to the problem is AI is then just going to read me or Sam's article and then regurgitate it for search intent. So it kind of cuts us out away from the audience, the people that read it, and they just get the sanitized version that Google pushes out, which kind of sucks. I don't know.
No, you kind of hit the nail on the head. I don't know how much I can expand upon that, but that's kind of why I said pre-COVID times.
Pre-AI times.
Pre-grand illness times. I don't know what you want to use for that. I was always told things were a lot better, not in just like pay, but also just like content. It was, when I started, everything was very SEO driven. Like it was easy to kind of check your boxes as you went to make sure something was very SEO focused and also very informative and fun to read. And now with AI, it's it almost, I don't want to say it doesn't matter, because it does matter if you want to make like a quality article, but it doesn't matter in the sense that something's just going to take that and spit it out in a couple sentences for a Google search. Like it's
it's a really interesting paradigm, because like the way, let me tell you how this generally works. Customer thinks they want to buy a gun, right? They want to learn something about that gun, so they want to see a review. They go to Google and they type in the gun name. Then instead of getting, in the past, they would get to Sam's review of the XM16E1 that he cloned, right?
Yeah.
They would get to his article and they'd get to read about Sam's experience with the gun, Sam's experience building the gun, Sam's experience shooting the gun, what companies he went to get everything together to build the clone.
And they'd read 4 or 5 of those.
And they would read probably 3 or 4 of those, not 4. I don't even know if there'd be that many, but they'd probably land on 1 or 2 web pages realistically, and they would read that review, and then maybe they'd go watch a YouTube video too, because that's still super, just to get really educated on it. Now the user types in XM16E1, they get 2 paragraphs or whatever Google wants to spit out at them, and then they get ads for like the next 9 search results, and then everything that was used to give that AI blurb comes below the fold on like page 2 of Google, where you can expect like 0.1% of people to ever go to is page 2 of Google.
Yeah.
So it's rough. Rough out here for a PIMP.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys think the audience wants that? I mean, I guess we're not like at Google headquarters, right? So like we don't know what the people want. But do you guys think the people want this kind of AI? I don't want to call it AI slop, but
A lot of
this AI slop that they used to pay you $500 to make, which in my mind, I'm sure that was a way higher quality piece than whatever ChatGPT they copy and paste in to their website. Do you guys think is the audience actually helped by that, or is all that just for the AI chatbots to then grab and then post up on their side of Google instead of an actual thing written by a human? Because I think after a while, I can tell what's written by a human and what's not, and I can tell what's AI and what's not. It's like when I'm reading an article to do research or something, I want the article written by Sam, written by Josh, written by guys at Pew Pew, written by, I want those articles. I don't want the AI stuff because I can just type that in.
I think it's really hard to answer, because I think there are people that want like that really fast answer to their stuff, and there's also people that want real people's personal opinions on stuff. So like they really liked this gun because of X or because of Y, but at the same time, AI is in a place where it can take those personal opinions and combine them and give you everybody's personal opinions really fast. And so I forgot the word you used earlier, but it was perfect, where it's, God, what was it? Start with a P.
I have no idea. I have no
Maybe
idea.
You said it was a weird paradigm or something like that.
Oh, maybe I might have said paradigm.
I don't know. Just the way that the relationship, it just kind of keeps going like that. It's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad.
Yeah, I think there's positives and negatives to it. I think one of the things where we may, not just like the gun industry, but I think content writers as a whole may have shot themselves in the foot, because I mean, you remember pre-2020, you'd be like, hey, I need a omelet recipe. And then you get the recipe author's life story before you actually get to the search intent.
Yeah.
I think maybe we might have shot ourselves in the foot a little bit with that.
This recipe's great if you're hosting your family for Thanksgiving and they're over in the... I don't care.
Yeah, I want to see
Pairs
your recipe.
really well with wine. Why are we suggesting wine with breakfast with this omelet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting and always changing place right now with AI, but I don't think that it is like the end of the world for writers. I think writers have to adapt and even essentially learn to use those tools. I know for you and I, we're using AI all the time when we're doing our research. For videos, it's the best way to write something and fact check it against yourself real quick. There's no bias from the AI. You say, hey, where was I wrong in this script? The AI is going to go through that generally piece by piece and say, hey, this is partially true, this is false, this is partially true, this is bang on.
Or it's a great research tool if you're like, hey, I have a question about this, but then you get a good resource like Perplexity or something like that, or you just look at the resources on the Google search. And it's like, this is where they're actually pulling it from. And then you read that. And oftentimes, those are the real articles that were written by somebody once upon a time. And
The one thing I like about Grok, I don't know if you guys use Grok at all, but Grok as an AI actually will, in in the writing, it will link out to the original articles where it pulled that information. So it does make it very easy. At least I don't really use any other AI except for that. It makes it very easy to go check the article to make sure the AI isn't full of
Absolute crap.
SHIT.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.